Good morning. Happy Monday. Well, I hope you had a wonderful weekend and week. what whatever happened, I hope it was great. So I was thinking about today's Monday message, and the message that I came up with, I think, can resonate with a lot of people. Back when I was in high school, I wanted to be my dream was to go to the New York School of Performing Arts because Fame was like the big show back then, and I really wanted to be on Fame, even though I couldn't sing or dance. I could act. That's about all I could do. But the for me, the Fame school was Juilliard, and I really believed in myself that I could go to Juilliard, and that's what I was meant to do, and I was meant to go. And I would literally sit and listen every day to my Fame album and just like soak up that I'm gonna go to Juilliard one day. And so my mom decided she was gonna help me make this dream come true. And she, on my senior year, bought me a plane ticket and we went to New York City to audition for Juilliard. And it was like a dream come true. And I got in there and there was like 10 million other people auditioning to get into Juilliard who must have also been a big fame fans as well. But we all got in there and got up there and I went in and I performed my monologue and I thought I knocked it out of the park. I was like, yes, I got it. I know I'm in. I believe I got this. I know I can do this. And I went to go look, they had callbacks for whoever would make the next cut to go to Juilliard. And so we raced back over. I went looking on the list, and out of like the hundreds of people that were there were maybe six names. Six names. And I was sure one of those names was going to be me. But to my shock and horror, I didn't make the cut. And I was just devastated. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, what does this mean? Does this mean I can't act? Does this mean? What does this mean? And I was heartbroken, but we went around New York, me and my mom. We saw a Broadway play. I don't know, we saw some sort of Broadway play at the time and ate at like Mama Leone's and did the whole New York thing. And it turned out to be a fun trip with my mom. And later on, down the way, I, just went on. I ended up going to a small liberal arts college, Flagler College, and I studied theater and communications and I say a minor in beer bonging because I was quite the partier back then, but that's another story for another day. But I ended up doing really well with my theater and growing how I needed to grow as an actor. And actually, I learned how to kind of host because I got called upon with this smaller college to kind of host and do things and host these events and all this stuff. And I learned kind of how to hone my ability, and which fast forward down the way is what my whole career ended up being. I was hosting. I was a Nickelodeon host. I hosted MCs for, red carpets, all kinds of stuff. I got to really embrace being a host versus just an actor. I still love to act, but I just ended up kind of going down the host route. And that's where it led me. And without Juilliard, without having to go through the whole Juilliard thing, I ended up meeting my friend Britt, who was a violin. She was a violin player, and she went to Juilliard. She was a hysterical stand-up comedian. She used to do this hysterical violin slash stand-up comedy routine. But she talked about going to Juilliard, like being locked in a little closet, having to practice 24/7 a day on the violin. It's like, God, that sounds terrible. Oh, I would have hated that. I don't know. I could have done that. So, you know, in spite of what I thought my path should be, my path led me to right to where I needed to be. and I got to do my dream career that I always wanted to do. And that's kind of where it's going today. It's like, where's the path? We always kind of wonder, it's like, oh, what am I going to do? Where's my path? What am I supposed to do? And my son's kind of going through it right now with trying to figure out college. And I keep telling him, your path's there. It'll find you if you don't find it. You just keep walking, and in spite of the roadblocks, you might think this is a certain path you're supposed to be taking, and there's a roadblock, so you can't take that path. So you're forced to go down another path. And it turns out that was the path you really needed to be on in the first place. So, you know, your path will find you. It's like, I feel like Yoda. Your path will find you. Is that a good Yoda? Is that a good Yoda impersonation? young Skywalker, your path will find you. All right, now I think we've like really kind of gone a little too far. That I'm doing Yoda impersonations. But the point is, if you are kind of trying to figure out what does my future hold, what am I supposed to be doing, how am I supposed to be getting there? Don't sweat it, baby. It's already planned. You're already going to get there. And if you kind of start going down the wrong path, you're going to get a roadblock, and you're going to have to get back on the path that you were intended to go on, so that you can be the person that you were meant to be in this life. And that's awesome. That's awesome. You don't need to worry about it. Just keep going the way you think you're supposed to be going. And if you're not meant to be that way, then you'll find your way. All right. Well, that's my Monday message. I hope you got something out of it. If nothing else, you got a very bad Yoda impersonation that you can carry with you. Sorry about that. You can try and erase that from your mind. Anyways, I have a great week. Follow your path, and your path will reveal its way to you. And if you're enjoying these, subscribe, hit the button. Let's stay in touch. And I'll see you next week for another Monday message. Bye.